I see a lot of vintage Christmas ornaments. Oh, whoa. Welcome to episode 40. In this episode, we're going to do more house clean out unboxing. I grabbed a couple more totes, a couple boxes, and the last mystery chest. There were 4 chests totaled. I believe this is the last one. It was really heavy, so I hope there's some really good stuff in there. But we're going to get into it and see what we got. I know it's been a little while since we did our last video. It's been a crazy end of the year. We've been trying to get Amy's new business set up and going. It's taking a lot of effort. Amy also had pneumonia. I was sick. It was just crazy with the holidays and everything. But we're back into the new year and we're getting back on it. So let's get into it and see what we got. Okay, this is the tote I grabbed. I had started going through it already. There's a few things I got listed. I put them in here. We'll go through that first. This is the mystery chest that I do not know what's in there yet. We'll open it up and check it out here after we go through this first tote. But I went through and listed a few of the things, and I kept them separated in here because I don't want to get confused. This is stuff that's already been listed. This is a 1968 Republican campaign decanter. Not worth a whole lot of money, maybe 15 bucks, 18 bucks. It's a Nixon Agnew elephant decanter, new in the box. A scale that is a Hanson Model 2000 vintage utility scale. Also, surprisingly, there was a few Waterford candlestick holders. There was a pair and then one solo. This is the pair here. I think I listed these for around $18-19 a piece. The set, I think I listed for $39-ish. Then we have this mantle clock that is tested and working. I plugged it in. It was kind of loud. United self-starting mantle clock. It's a metal horse here, and it's got a Western theme. You can see the boots and the cowboy hat, the lasso. Pistol. It works, though. It made a lot of noise when I plugged it in, but the longer I let it run, it got a little quieter, so not too bad. It does work. Like I said, it just does make some noise as it's operating. In a pretty decent shape. I believe I listed this for 40, 50 bucks, something like that. I have not looked this up yet, but I thought this was super cool that was in there. This is a mid-century barset. This is a picture here. It's got some cool like Asian designs on it. It came with a set of 6 glasses. I'll do the research and throw the comp up here when I'm done with the video, so you can see get an idea of the pricing on this stuff. But it was just a really cool bar set, mid-century bar set. No chips, no cracks. The rest of the stuff in here I have not went through. I looked at this. This is University of Connecticut Martin Woodwinds. I could not get this thing open though. I don't know, I'm going to pop the lock or pick the lock somehow. So I have no idea what's in here, but I will figure out a way to get that open. A plastic serving tray, I guess. A Thinkatron machine that thinks like a man. Hasbro, I guess it's a game of some sort. All questions and answers compiled and authenticated from the Book of Knowledge. It's a children's encyclopedia. I wonder if this has a year on it anywhere. Looking for a year. Let's see here. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay. It's got the little, I guess this is supposed to be the computer thinking machine. Looks like it's, the handle's broken off here. That's unfortunate. Looks like all the pieces are here otherwise. So that's got a little damage to it. Some of these old games and stuff like this, though, it's okay to, if they're damaged or missing pieces, because you can part it out and sell it that way. We've done that a few times with old games. Break it into the pieces, because obviously people kids, over time they lose the pieces and stuff. So if you're trying to put a whole set back together, you can buy the individual pieces and get everything put back together so you have the complete set. If I had to guess, I would say this is definitely from the 60s, probably, right? This is just a lid off of something. Maybe we'll find in one of these other boxes what that goes to. A tea set, looks like cream, sugar, teapot, cups, floral design. I'm not seeing any markings on the bottom though. That'll be something we probably just sell in our booth. These are some Coca-Cola mugs. A little handle here. What does this say? 1982 Grand Union Big Star official sponsor. So these from the early 80s. There's 3 of those. A cast iron key. Let's see what's in this. A little matches tin. Old matches in it. Let's see what's in this box here. Okay, some random stuff. This looks like aquarium stuff. This is a miniature oriental carpet made in Istanbul, 2001. Odd. This looks like a trinket dish of some sort. I don't see any markings on it. Unmarked. This is a lot of old aquarium stuff. Mermaid, a couple divers. I have no idea about this stuff. It says made in Japan. Yeah, random. Okay, so I don't know nothing about that. Moving on. Alright, well now let's move over here and move on to the mystery chest. I'm gonna open it up, take a peek inside, see what we got. This thing was heavy, so it's packed full. Oh man, I got a bunch more records, which I don't really sell the records. I keep them. I'm actually getting a pretty nice little collection. There's like a vintage clock, some other stuff in there. But let me unpack this so we can get a better look to see what's inside here. I'll be right back. All right, first let's look at these records because like I said, I'm just adding these to my collection. But let's see what we got. First is a Diana Ross and the Supremes Greatest Hits album. 1967. As you can see, the lacking of a barcode means it is prior to 1979. That's when they started adding the barcodes to albums. I don't know if this is true or not, but I read the first album that did that was an Elvis Costello album back in 1979, and then in the 80s they started putting barcodes on all the records. This is Old in the Way. This is like Jerry Garcia. Am I correct? 1975. Yep, Jerry Garcia. Also, no barcode. Deep Purple album. Let's see if I can see a year. I do not see the year right offhand. Also, no barcode though. Cool. Deep Purple. That is obviously a Paul McCartney album. Ram by Paul and Linda McCarthy. 1971. Oh, there's the front. I was looking at the back. I know nothing about this album, but no barcode. So that's probably an original. This is who is this? I actually have no idea who this is. Let's try to pull one of the records out and see if it says. This whole thing in unfold? What is going on with this thing? Oh, unfolds like this. Melanie. Yeah, I don't know much about this either. That name sounds familiar, and I'm sure I should know more about who this is, but the name sounds familiar. Melanie. Ooh, another Dark Side of the Moon. 1973. You notice it doesn't have a barcode on it. I got one of these from the 80s. Oh, I see a poster. Maybe this is got all the posters and stickers and stuff in it. Poster seems to be in good shape. I always think that's awesome when you can find the posters that are in good shape, because to me, if at that age when I would have been having posters and all that, it would have been impossible for me not to hang it up on my wall, which means it would have got destroyed. Let's look and see if there's any more of the stickers and stuff in there. Well, looks like it. Oh yeah. I might have to do a little short about this one. I love finding stuff like this. And like I said, I'm keeping this. I already have one Dark Side of the Moon, but I'm keeping this. Oh yeah, got the stickers even. This is awesome. But once again, I am not selling this. I am keeping the... I don't even have a record player that works right now. I got about 4 record players, and all of them need to be worked on. I have a super old record player that I got. It's from the 30s. It is humongous. It's the size of a mini fridge. Taller than that, honestly. This is I got them old Cosmic Blues Janis Joplin album. Once again, no barcode. So these are legit old records. Beatles, 67 to 70. This is another awesome album. Elton John's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. 1974. Once again, no barcode. Creedence Clearwater, Willie and the Poor Boys. This album's a little bit in rough shape. Obviously, this one probably got played a lot. Yeah, the record looks kind of scratched up, but like I said, all this stuff was free, so, and I'm just adding it to my collection. Edgar Winter's White Trash. I don't know anything about that one. Probably should. Yep. Yep. Another Creedence Clearwater album. Pendulum. Queen, A Night at the Opera album. The wind's picking up here a little bit, so hopefully it's not, the camera's not picking that up on the sound too much. 1975. Styx Grand Illusions. 1977. Man, some of these, when I look at them. This is another Melanie album. Brand New Key. That's the Melanie song. I definitely know that song. I was wondering, I was like, that name sounded super familiar. A Boston album. More Than a Feeling. 1976. All this stuff is older than I am, though, so it's not that crazy that I don't know that much about some of it. But Kansas. Carry On a Wayward Son. I know that song. 1976. Jesus Christ Superstar. This is a Kicking It Country, Willie Nelson, Johnny Paycheck, Mickey Gilley, Rovers, Jerry Jeff Walker, and Merle Haggard album. This is 1981. Venus and Mars, Wings album. Foreigner, Cold as Ice, Feels Like the First Time, 1977. And last but not least, Fleetwood Mac, which is amazing, and my mom's favorite singer was Stevie Nicks, still is. 1977. Awesome collection of albums to add to my collection. Like I said, I'm not selling these, but just cool to find and add to my collection. I'm going to get a working record player at some point. Maybe I'll find one somewhere. You know, you never know what you're gonna find when you're out there looking. I could get one for pretty cheap, honestly. But anyway, now I'm gonna go through and start pulling more stuff out of my mystery chest here. Be right back. Okay, I took the first layer of stuff out of the chest. So we have a vintage wall hanging clock. I guess it would hang like this. Very dirty, like most of the stuff that we got out of this house. Just dusty and needs to be cleaned up. I am not seeing any markings on it. There's a number, but I don't see any markings. So I'll have to do a little research, see if I can figure out what that is. Yep. This is a Aurora Monster Scenes Snap Together Custom Builder Kit. It says Frankenstein. Technically it's Frankenstein's monster. The doctor was Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein's monster. See if I see anything. Let's look at the bottom. I keep on dumping it out. 1971. Like skeletons down in there. Skeleton guy. Bottom half of Frankenstein. Top half is in there. You got to snap it all together. Hopefully all the pieces are in here. I have no idea if this is worth any money or not, but as always, once I go to doing my research, I'll pull a comp and put it in the video for you, so you know exactly what we're looking at. Some vintage thermoses. That one appears to be missing the cap. Let's check this one. That one has the cap still. It's got a cork in it, but it says Thermos brand, so obviously that's supposed to be there. Cork? Huh. Never seen one with a cork in it. What is this? Santa? Oh, matches. Those actually look like they would still light, probably. There's no telling how old these things are. Santa matches. Got this lamp here, desk lamp. These are cool. This thing is very dirty. I'm hoping if I get some cleaning products, magic erasers and whatnot, because magic erasers are primarily what I use because they keep from damaging stuff most of the time, and they actually work extremely well, which I need to buy some more of them out. But hopefully I can clean this thing up and hopefully it works. Just a cool little mid-century desk lamp. In the box, universal food chopper. Needs to be put together, obviously. That's cool. It's in the box. Usually you find those and they're assembled and they're not with the box. I think we found a few of these before. This was cool. This is actually a tulip cups, vintage tulip cups dispenser. This is glass. This comes off. So you gotta be very careful with this. It has to be filled up because like the water cooler, you press the button, the cup would come out. You get a glass of water. But you see the Tulip Cups brand on it. Lily Tulip Cup Corporation, New York, New York. Press the button. You know, you gotta be careful with this. I do not want to break the glass globe. Alright, well that was the first layer. Now I have no idea what's under these blankets, but I'm gonna pause the video, take these blankets out, and see what's on the bottom. Actually, as I took that first big blanket off, I started looking at it. It looks like we have more McCoy Pottery, which is cool because I thought we had so many pieces. I thought I had went through and listed all of this stuff. That is amazing. We got more of this stuff. It's the dogwood flower McCoy Pottery. Be careful because I don't want to damage anything, but let's see what this one is here. This is a vase. This, ooh, what does that say? Oh man, Russell something maybe. I don't know what that says, but when I do the research, I'll throw the comp up and then you'll know exactly what it says. But that's not a McCoy piece, but still a cool piece of pottery. All right, let's see what this is right here. There's something in it first. Let's see what was in it. Possibly a piece of looks like it's supposed to have a lid. Candy dish, maybe pink depression glass. Some flowers on it. I wonder if the lid's in here. I gotta be careful when I'm pulling all this stuff out because if it's wrapped up in some of the paper, I don't want to break it. All right, let's see what this is. Ooh, oh, nice. That is a McCoy large Jardinier. That is a nice piece right there. You can see this is actually Nelson McCoy Pottery. So he's got the NM USA on the bottom. So this is probably from the early 40s, late 30s, if I had to guess. But I will use my encyclopedia of McCoy Pottery and find out exactly the year and put the comp in. Let's see what else we got down here. And oh yes. This is the stand, I believe, for that Jardinier. Or maybe not. Actually, probably right. It looks like it. You also see it's got the NM on the bottom, Nelson McCoy. Oh, that's it. If that goes with that Jardinier like I think it does, that is a set that will be a little challenging to ship, but I've actually gotten very good at shipping stuff, and it is rare that I have anything break. Although I did have something break the other day for the first time in forever, and it was a ornament that was in a box that I bubble wrapped and put in another box, and it still broke. Usually if you double box stuff, you don't have to worry about it. Now this is probably the stand. That actually probably wasn't. I don't know, man. I'm going to look this up in my encyclopedia because it's a little confusing. This also looks like could be the stand for that Jardinier. Also, if you look at the bottom, Nelson McCoy. Like I said, this is late 30s or early 40s, for sure. No chips or cracks really. Dusty, but everything in the house was dusty, so not a problem. I can clean all this stuff up. That's an awesome piece though. These are That's why it was so heavy too. These are heavy pieces. I was wondering, I was like, man, this box has got to have some good stuff in it, just because of the weight of it. Is that everything? Is there a lid? Or what is this? That is a United States flagship of the United States line. I don't know what that is. Looks old. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'll have to do some research and see if I can figure out what that is. Like I said, it looks very old. That everything in here, I believe it's everything. Yeah, we're down to the bottom. We're down to the bottom. Yep. All right. Well, that was actually a really, really good mystery box. We got our McCoy Pottery that made it safely. I was still surprised at the amount of pottery we shipped back. I think it was close to 180 pieces, and we had minimal breakage. Just you accept some loss when you're doing something like that. You're putting it on the back of a semi, and takes a week to get from Connecticut to North Carolina, but minimal breakage. There's still more boxes in that storage unit too. We haven't touched any of the art. It's crazy it's taking us so long to go through all that stuff, but it was just a massive amount of stuff. As always, visit our store at coastalreselltherapy.com. The link will be posted in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.